Oh, hey y'all, Fat Man Outdoors. Hey, if you liked the video, click that like button and click subscribe so that you'll get notifications whenever we post new content. Appreciate you watching. This is the Fat Man. I'm gone. Hey y'all, Fat Man Outdoors. It's finally rained a little bit. Temperatures are down in the mid to high 70s right now. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. So now the temperatures have come down and we've actually got a little rain. Planning on a catfishing trip for Saturday morning. So I'm going to get all my gear ready today. All my reels and rods lined out to the kind of setups I'm going to do. And don't pay attention to any traffic because I am outside. So first thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to spool a reel this morning and show you the little deal I've got to spool those reels. Now this little dual deal right here come off of Temu, of course, my favorite place in the world. It's only like $3 or $4. I want to see how well it works. So we'll both learn together on this. I don't know how it's going to do because it's plastic on plastic, and usually when you start spinning something it's plastic on plastic, friction becomes an issue. So we'll just have to see. But I am spooling up a brand new WA60 Sogaling reel. It's a 6+1 bearing. It has, I believe this one is, I don't see it on there anymore, but I believe it's a 5.7 gear ratio, 5.7 to 1. It's a pretty good looking Ambassador clone, I'll just be honest. We're going to see how it does. It's got a real wide basket in the spool. I like that. And it does got immediate anti-reverse. It has a positive reverse clutch. It's got easy adjustable drag. It's got easy adjustable to center the spool and the reel, which that, if you ain't never dealt with that, you'll find out that's important some of these days, fooling with these reels. And it looks like it's going to have real good line capacity. So I'm going to spool it up with some Trilene 12-pound test, because I'm not out expecting to catch 50-pounders, but even if I do, I understand how this works on the reel and use the drag and play the fish instead of trying to hook a plow line to him where I can just roll him up to the top. But we're going to get it spooled up here real quick, see how this thing works. I'm going to do one more across. Alright, then I don't feel any heat at all building up in that, so that's good. You can adjust how tight you want your line go on with this little T-handle. Man, this thing takes forever to put line on it. It's going to hold a lot of line for this 12-pound test. Probably should have put some backing on this or some 25 or something, but I didn't think about that. But I'm going to use it as a trolling reel. Now I'm starting to get some noise. Let's see what we got now. It's a little warm, but nothing major, so, and I'm probably 2/3 of the way done here. And it doesn't seem to be loosening up any. Let's check at the top. Let's see if I can, because all these components are plastic, all of them. And that's the one thing I don't like. I may need to start maybe putting a little wax on it before you use it or something like that. Most of these are metal, and they have a spring in the tension system. This one doesn't have any kind of spring. The whole tension system is just the amount of pressure you put on by tightening or loosening that. So yeah. Alright, that's about as full as I'm going to take it, and you can see it did spool a little bit more on opposite side from the handle than it did on the handle side, but that's not going to make a whole lot of difference. It may have been that that's where I started, because this has got that little pin in there that you hook the line on, and then put a loop around it, and then you can start reeling it to reel it up on there. And I started it that way, and I maybe should have started it the other way because it was off center. That pin was off to one side of the spool more than the other, and that may have been why. So but that's not really going to be an issue. Yeah, I think that'll still be just fine for what I'm going to do with it. That's got more. If a catfish runs that much line out, I hope I don't lose it, because it's going to be a world record. Alright, now we just unscrew this, pull the rod out, lay my rod down here, get my knife out. If you get a chance, guys, pick you up one of these. I'm not trying to spoof for anybody, but it's called a fastback. See that knife blade in it right there? That thing is handy as it can be. It's not exposed, but it's a place where you can run string if you're on a lot of limb lines, or if you're working on a lot of fishing lines and stuff like I do all the time. It makes a big difference where you got something you don't have to worry about opening. The moment you pull it out, you ain't got to lay everything down so you can get your knife open, and you've got something immediately at hand that you can cut fishing lines, staging, electrical wire, whatever you need. You can just chop it right in two with that, because that razor blade in that gap right there, it'll guide right into it. You don't have to open nothing, and as you can see, you don't have to worry about getting cut with anything because you can't get to the blade. Now you can go into the blade, and it still actually has the same little groove right there that you could use the same thing, but I figure why do that when I can just leave it closed, don't have to worry about getting cut, and just use that, because 99% of the time when I use a knife, I'm cutting something that'll fit down in that groove anyway. Alright, now to take this little joker off, after we took that rod out, just pop it, comes apart. It's hinged in the middle to store it. Okay, just close it up, snap it together, and screw, and there you have it. You've got her stored till the next time you need it. And it can go right in your tackle box, go in the glove box of your boat, go in one of the storage compartments of your boat, or with this one, like I said, I got it stuck down in my bass fishing bag because that was the last bag that I had on the lake, and I always take something with me in case I need to spool some new line on, because you just never know. Weird stuff can happen when you're fishing, and if you're like me, if it's weird, it will happen. So that's all there is to spooling it, and that's showing you that little dude that I got off of Temu. Look it up. It's a fishing line spooler, hands-free fishing line spooler, and they got several different types. That one, being the cheapest one they had, was like $3, and I thought, I'm gonna try it, see what it does. Seemed to work okay. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching this video. See you in the next one. Hope to see you out there somewhere.